What if I told you something ancient still stirs beneath New Mexico? Whispers from civilizations so old even their names have been forgotten. Most people don't know that footprints found beneath white sands are older than the pyramids, or that entire chambers in Carlsbad Caverns remain unexplored. Imagine standing in that darkness, wondering who stood there first. Picture shiprock glowing under storm clouds, Pueblo ruins aligned with the stars, caves that breathe cold air like something alive. Why did so many cultures build, worship, and vanish across the same deserts? And what secrets still lie buried in the misty badlands? You'll move through monoliths, hidden passageways, volcanic fields, and ancient dwellings, searching for clues, patterns, and the stories no one fully explains. Because somewhere out there, the past is still waiting to be uncovered. Let's begin the journey. Number 1. Carlsbad Caverns National Park. Beneath the rugged desert of southeastern New Mexico lies a world few ever truly imagine: the vast subterranean kingdom of Carlsbad Caverns National Park. Hidden beneath the sun-baked landscape is one of the largest and most breathtaking limestone cave systems on Earth. Stepping into the caverns feels like crossing a threshold into another dimension. The temperature drops, the daylight fades, and suddenly the ground opens into colossal chambers shaped by nature over millions of years. At the heart of this underground wonder sits the legendary Big Room, an immense natural hall so enormous it could fit 6 football fields with room to spare. Here, stalactites hang from the ceiling like ancient stone icicles, while stalagmites rise proudly from the cave floor like mighty guardians frozen in time. Intricate draperies, flowstone curtains, and delicate formations twist into shapes that seem almost otherworldly, challenging the imagination with their silent beauty. Yet Carlsbad Caverns is more than a geological masterpiece. For thousands of years, Indigenous peoples explored and honored these caves, leaving subtle traces of their presence and viewing the underground world as a sacred space. Their connection to the caverns adds a deep cultural layer to the landscape's natural history. And as day turns to dusk, another spectacle emerges above ground: the famous evening bat flight. Thousands of bats rise in swirling spirals from the cave entrance, painting the desert sky with motion as they begin their nightly journey. This ritual, carried out for countless generations, links the modern world to an ancient rhythm of life. In Carlsbad Caverns, nature's architecture, indigenous heritage, and timeless wildlife converge, forming a hidden realm where the earth quietly reveals its deepest secrets. Number 2. Shiprock. Rising dramatically from the wide desert plains of northwestern New Mexico, Shiprock stands as one of the most mysterious and spiritually powerful landmarks in the American Southwest. This towering volcanic monolith, reaching nearly 1,600 feet above the surrounding landscape, looks like the weathered remains of an ancient stone fortress forged by the earth itself. But to the Navajo Nation, Shiprock is far more than a geological marvel. Known as Se Bit Ai, the rock with wings, or the winged rock, it holds deep cultural and spiritual meaning. Navajo tradition teaches that this massive formation was once a great bird that carried their ancestors to safety during a time of danger, securing its place as a sacred symbol of protection and survival. Approaching Shiprock is a humbling and almost surreal experience. The monolith rises sharply from the flat desert floor, its sheer cliffs casting long, shifting shadows as the sun travels across the sky. Surrounding it are volcanic dikes, long, jagged stone walls formed by ancient eruptions, stretching across the desert like the remnants of some prehistoric fortress. These natural structures reveal the immense geological forces that shaped the region millions of years ago, long before human footsteps ever touched this land. Despite its majestic presence, Shiprock remains a place of reverence and mystery. Out of respect for its sacred status, climbing is strictly prohibited, yet standing near its base is enough to feel its power. The desert grows quiet, the wind slows, and the towering silhouette of shiprock reminds visitors of the enduring strength of the Navajo people and the ancient forces that shaped New Mexico long before history was written. Number 3. Bandelier National Monument. Hidden within deep canyons and rugged mesas, Bandelier National Monument preserves the remarkable legacy of the ancestral Puebloans, a civilization that thrived here over 800 years ago. The cliffs of Bandelier are carved from volcanic tuff, soft rock formed by ancient eruptions, and generations of indigenous people shaped these walls into homes, sanctuaries, and thriving communities. Walking through Bandelier feels like stepping into a living chapter of history. Ladder-lined cave dwellings rise along the canyon walls, connected by carved pathways that once echoed with the footsteps of families, artisans, and leaders. In the valley below, remnants of circular kivas, sacred ceremonial chambers, hint at the spiritual life that flourished here. Stone foundations outline the remains of multi-story villages, showing the impressive skill and organization of the people who built them. As you explore further, the landscape opens into Frijoles Canyon, where cottonwoods and willows sway beside flowing water, just as they did centuries before. Every corner of Bandelier holds a piece of ancestral memory, the quiet whisper of lives lived in harmony with land, sky, and seasons. Today, Bandelier National Monument stands not only as an archaeological treasure, but as a testament to the resilience and ingenuity of the Puebloan peoples. It is a place where ancient architecture meets breathtaking natural beauty, where silence speaks, history breathes, and the stories carved into stone continue to echo across the canyon walls. Number 4. Kashakatue Tent Rocks. In the heart of northern New Mexico lies a landscape so unusual, so otherworldly, that it feels sculpted by the hands of time itself. Kashakatue Tent Rocks. National Monument is a geological wonder created by volcanic eruptions that occurred over 6 million years ago. Here, towering cone-shaped hoodoos rise from the earth like ancient stone tents, reaching toward the sky in eerie yet beautiful formations. Their smooth, layered surfaces carry the memory of ash, pumice, and rock fragments fused together under unimaginable heat. Every shape, every curve, every ridge tells the story of nature's artistry carved through centuries of erosion by wind, rain, and flowing water. Walking the narrow slot canyons of Tent Rocks is an unforgettable experience. The pathways twist between high canyon walls, opening suddenly into wide basins filled with light. As you move deeper into this stone labyrinth, silence becomes your companion. A silence so pure, it feels sacred. The play of sunlight against the white volcanic rock creates shifting colors, transforming the landscape from pale gold to glowing pink depending on the hour of the day. The Cave Loop Trail and the climb to the scenic overlook reveal sweeping views of the surrounding mesas, mountains, and vast desert plains. For ancient indigenous communities, this region held spiritual significance long before it became a protected monument. Even today, the land carries a quiet power. Kashakatue, meaning white cliffs in the Karasan language, is a natural sanctuary where geology and spirituality merge. It stands as one of New Mexico's most mysterious, secret places no one explains. A reminder that nature's most extraordinary creations often form in silence, hidden far from the noise of the world. Number 5. White Sands National Park. There is no place on Earth quite like White Sands National Park, a vast sea of pure gypsum dunes stretching endlessly across southern New Mexico. As you approach the park, the landscape transforms into a shimmering ocean of white, glowing under the bright sun like frozen waves sculpted by the wind. These dunes are not made of ordinary sand, but of gypsum crystals, creating one of the largest gypsum dune fields in the world. Soft, cool to the touch, and luminous under every hour of daylight, the dunes form a landscape that feels almost supernatural. Walking across white sands is like stepping into a dream. Each dune rises and falls with elegant curves, shaped daily by desert winds that never stop moving. Footprints fade quickly, leaving the surface untouched once more, a reminder that this is a living desert, constantly shifting and renewing itself. As the sun moves across the sky, the shadows change texture and shape, creating a breathtaking contrast between blinding brightness and soft blue contours. At sunrise, the dunes glow with pastel shades of pink and lavender. At midday, they shine like fresh snowfall. And at sunset, the entire desert becomes a canvas of deep orange and gold. But as darkness falls, an even more magical transformation takes place. Under the moonlight, white sands turn silver, glowing softly beneath a sky filled with stars. It is a place where silence is as deep as the night, where you feel the vastness of the universe and the fragility of time. For thousands of years, indigenous peoples traveled through this desert, leaving traces of their presence in ancient footprints preserved below the shifting dunes. Today, White Sands National Park stands as one of New Mexico's most iconic natural marvels, a mystical world of light, shadow, and endless beauty that defies explanation. Number 6. Organ Mountains. Rising sharply above the Mesilla Valley, the Organ Mountains create a striking silhouette of jagged volcanic spires that seem to pierce the sky. Their dramatic shape gave them their name, the Organs, because the peaks resemble the tall pipes of a grand cathedral organ. These mountains, ancient and majestic, have watched over southern New Mexico for millions of years. They hold stories of geological fire, early indigenous settlements, Spanish explorers, frontier battles, and hidden legends scattered across their rugged slopes. Hiking into the Organ Mountains feels like journeying into sacred ground. Narrow canyons cut deep between towering cliffs, offering shade and mystery within their stone walls. Aguirre Spring, one of the most beautiful trails in the region, winds through desert vegetation, offering spectacular views of the sweeping desert plains below. Further inside the range lies Soledad Canyon, with its seasonal waterfalls, natural stone amphitheaters, and quiet beauty. But the mountains are not just natural wonders, they are also places of history. The remains of Dripping Springs Resort, a once thriving health retreat from the early 1900s, still stand in the foothills. During the frontier era, these mountains were home to outlaws, hermits, and early settlers whose stories are woven into the rugged landscape. The Organ Mountains, Desert Peak's national monument, preserves this rich history and natural beauty for all who seek adventure. Whether bathed in sunrise glow or outlined by the evening shadows, the Organ Mountains stand as a testament to the incredible power of nature and time. Their peaks, sharp and commanding, rise like ancient guardians protecting the desert below. They are one of New Mexico's greatest secret places no one explains, revealing new magic with every step taken across their wild terrain. Number 7. Sandia Mountains. Towering above the city of Albuquerque, the Sandia Mountains create one of the most recognizable skylines in New Mexico. Their name, Sandia, meaning watermelon in Spanish, comes from the brilliant pink glow that lights up the mountain face at sunset, a natural spectacle that paints the sky with rich hues of red and rose. These mountains are a living tapestry of ecosystems, ranging from desert foothills to alpine forests, each offering its own unique window into the natural world. One of the most breathtaking places in this range is the Sandia Crest, a sweeping viewpoint that rises over 10,000 feet above sea level. From the top, the entire Rio Grande Valley stretches endlessly below, Albuquerque shimmering in the distance, desert plains unfolding to the west, and layered mountain ranges fading into the horizon. Standing at the crest, the wind brushing past you, the world feels both vast and intimately connected. The journey to the top is as spectacular as the view itself. Visitors can ascend the mountain via the Sandia Peak Tramway, one of the longest aerial trams in the world. The ride carries you above deep canyons and rugged cliffs, offering a perspective that feels almost like flying. For hikers, the many trails that weave across the mountain expose them to wildlife, forests of ponderosa pine, and fields of wildflowers during the warmer months. The Sandia Mountains hold significance for indigenous communities as well, serving as sacred spaces and sources of cultural tradition. Today, they stand as both a recreational paradise and a spiritual refuge. Whether covered in winter snow, glowing at sunset, or peaceful in the morning mist, the Sandias remind us of the profound beauty that New Mexico holds, beauty that often defies explanation. Number 8. Aztec Ruins National Monument. In the quiet river valleys of northwestern New Mexico stands one of the most remarkable archaeological treasures in the American Southwest, the Aztec Ruins National Monument. Despite its name, these ruins were not built by the Aztec Empire of Mexico. Instead, they were created by the ancestral Puebloans, the same civilization connected to Chaco Canyon. The misinterpretation came centuries later when early settlers stumbled upon the massive stone structures and assumed they were built by the Aztecs. Yet the truth is far older, far deeper, and far more mysterious. Walking into the Aztec ruins feels like stepping into a world perfectly preserved by time. The stones, carefully shaped and expertly placed, reveal a level of architectural mastery that speaks to a highly advanced society. Multi-room complexes stretch in long arcs, forming monumental walls that once housed hundreds of people. The centerpiece is the awe-inspiring Great Kiva, a massive underground ceremonial chamber reconstructed to its ancient magnificence. Here, rituals were performed, stories were shared, and communities gathered beneath a circular roof supported by giant wooden beams. Standing inside the Great Kiva, the silence feels ancient, as if the voices of those who once prayed, sang, and met within these walls still resonate gently through the air. Outside, pathways lead visitors through interconnected rooms, courtyards, and plazas. Each doorway aligns perfectly with the next, creating corridors of shadow and light that shift with the sun. This precision reveals not only practical design, but astronomical knowledge. The Puebloan people align their buildings with celestial movements, reflecting their deep connection to the cosmos. Surrounded by mesas, cottonwoods, and the flowing Animas River, the Aztec ruins remain a powerful link to an ancient civilization whose cultural influence shaped the entire region. Though time has passed, the spirit of the ancestral Puebloans endures, etched in stone, preserved in earth, and waiting to share its story with all who wander these sacred grounds. Number 9. Bisti Danazin Wilderness. Deep in the remote desert of northwestern New Mexico lies a landscape so surreal, so bizarre, and so visually otherworldly that it feels like stepping onto another planet. The Bisti Danazin Wilderness is an expanse of eroded badlands filled with strange rock formations, twisted hoodoos, and sculpted sandstone shapes that defy imagination. This place is raw, untouched, and eerily silent, a natural masterpiece created over millions of years by wind, water, and geological transformation. As you wander through the maze-like terrain, the land shifts from gray to red, from cracked clay to smooth sandstone, revealing layers of earth that date back to the time of dinosaurs. Mushroom-shaped rocks balance delicately atop narrow pedestals. Thin spires stretch toward the sky like ancient stone fingers. Giant petrified logs lie scattered across the desert floor, perfectly preserved from prehistoric forests that once covered this region. The hoodoos, tall, strange towers sculpted by erosion, stand like sentinels guarding a forgotten world. For the Navajo Nation, whose lands border this wilderness, Bisti Danazin holds cultural and spiritual significance. The name means place of the adobe formations and reflects the deep connection between the people and the land. Here, stories are embedded in the rocks, and silence carries the voices of ancestors who once traversed these vast stretches of desert. Photographers flock to Bisti for its dramatic shapes. The alien throne, the cracked eggs, the stone wings, each one a marvel of nature's slow and deliberate artistry. But to truly experience this place, you must walk its quiet pathways, feel the dry wind on your skin, and let the solitude surround you. The beastly Danazin Wilderness is one of New Mexico's greatest hidden secrets, a place few explain, many underestimate, and none ever forget. New Mexico is a place where the ancient world still breathes, where stone, sand, and sky hold memories older than history itself. From sacred monoliths and hidden ruins to volcanic wonders and alien-like deserts, this land invites us to look deeper, to ask questions, and to listen to the stories carried by the wind. Every place we explored, from the depths of Carlsbad Caverns to the silent beauty of Bisti Danazin, reveals a different piece of New Mexico's soul. This journey was not just about landscapes and monuments. It was about understanding the civilizations that thrived here long before our time. People who built, believed, created, dreamed, and survived against all odds. Their legacy remains etched into cliffs, carved into rock, and preserved in sacred ruins across the state. Thank you for joining us as we uncovered New Mexico's ancient civilizations and the secret places no one explains. If this exploration inspired your imagination, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more cinematic journeys across the world.